Just one more minute. This is curious, actually. I'm sorry, everybody. We just have a little tech issue. Let me just. All right, let's get started. So thank you, everybody, for being here. Remember, as the best of your ability, cameras on, let's be present. We're here for each other. And real quick, thank you for being here. I'm Captain Adham, Lightness Community Leader and Fire Captain at the West Coast Fire Walking. I'm going to keep it very short right now about who I am, just because this is about you and what you have to talk. So thank you for being here. Perhaps I'm not who you were expecting tonight, since I'm here in behalf of Zenka, but I guarantee you, you're up for an epic night tonight. What's up for that? All right, I'm in the right room. I am in the right room. Excellent. So without further ado, I want to welcome you and thank you for coming to this month EXO Consortium. Sorry, I hope I pronounced that right, where we bring people leading ET organization sync up about the latest project, news, and tools to support the evolution of the biggest galactic narrative shift in history. So as for our first speaker, when I introduce Altair, I'm sorry, Altair, I don't have much background on you to do a proper introduction, but for what I hear everywhere is that you are one of a kind. So I'll leave the room for you.
Oh, thank you, Adam. Thank you. And greetings to everybody and love and blessings to you all on this beautiful day, especially those of you that are listening. So I'm going to be teaching, guiding the Contact 100 experience. So if you've heard about this, then you'll know because you're in this. And if you haven't, you will be in for something extraordinary, an ultimate ET contact experience. I've been very lucky to be connected to the star nations all over the world. I've worked with the indigenous elders in many traditions, as well as connecting with ETs in the star nations directly in some very well-known events. So I've been studied all over the world. My brain is the subject of research and published science and technology conferences. So whenever scientists ask me whether I can actually do this, then I can present them with all the data of the gamma and theta that helps you and helps all of us to connect into these families, these star families that are part of our natural and extremely powerful potential as human beings. So I'm hoping that you'll join me, and I'm hoping that you will join me, Altair, on Contact 100 to bring safe and loving contact through connecting with the star nations, opening to your cities and powers by unleashing your hidden abilities. So the extraterrestrials that actually visited us many years ago, so this is going on about 40 years ago, actually gave us a whole series of techniques, technology, and opportunities to connect to them. So I've had that wonderful opportunity and many, many miracles over these past 40 years. So I must consider the blessings are not really mine. It's really all of ours and all of your star families. So we guide you through tools like astrological galactic opportunities, as well as through connecting into these ancient traditions, so especially the Tibetan traditions, which I've also been trained in for about 40 years. So I teach you how to call in starcraft, how to become an expert in your community, how to unroll this in your own right as a teacher and a guide, how to connect to the rainbow body, so how to unlock and elevate the consciousness of the rainbow body, how to clear and work with your subtle energy body. So your physical body, your subtle energy body, and your light body become aligned. So I teach you how to work with the Sushumna, the Ida, the Pingala, and how to work with inner fire practices, the understanding of the subtle energy body, and balanced well-being, as well as opening all your energy centers and chakras, opening your spiritual potential, understanding lucid dreaming, because we do a lot of late night practice. We also do a lot of lucid dreaming practice. I've been most fortunate to be able to lucid dream from age 2, when I had a reoccurring dream as a Tibetan monk for 365 days, in which I died and fell into the primordial light and sound. So all of you who are lucid dreamers, you'll also really love this. So I understand how to use, so I'll give you an understanding of how to use your dreams to fuel this connection with the star nations. And then I'll teach you a whole variety of practices, like the inner star fire practice and igniting your inner passions in life. So it is really extraordinary. I've run these workshops I've done workshops now around 30, 40 years, so I've done them a long time. This is a really big opportunity. You're aware there's a lot of shifts in the energy systems at the moment. All of you are aware of it, so I'm just going to give you now, I'm aware we've got a few minutes each. I'm going to give you now a couple of quick techniques that you can think about. One is that our relationship with stars actually mirrors our relationship with the cosmos. So it shows you the secrets of your inner self that are already present, and it tells you where our awareness is placed. If your awareness is placed on the television or on your mobile phones, then that's exactly where you are. But if you simply rest your awareness in the stars, then you are going to get the contact and the connections that I'm speaking to. So tonight, start this off by going outside in the very early morning. So I'm suggesting around midnight or 1 a.m. or 2 a.m. And consider your relationship with the stars. If you're not up that early, that's okay. Then you can do it just before you go to sleep. Stand under the stars and just for a moment, listen with your sacred ears to the music of and harmony of the planets and the stars. Listen to the sound of silence. Listen to the stillness and the spaciousness as you watch the stars traverse slowly. So spend time with your cosmic family, with your star nations. How do you feel? What do you see? Really connect to that light. Do you receive any messages or insights from the stars and the star nations? They're part of you. They're actually in your DNA. So we're going to unlock that. Just as you have a relationship with your family and your pets and the flowers and trees in your garden, so you have a connection with the star nations and the stars, and they're part of your cosmic, your astral family, your community. So really start to look at the stars, look at the stars that you have a connection to, look at the stars that you've known about since a child, and consider your relationship. And I'll actually show you on your astrological chart as well how to use both star maps and astrology, so astronomy and astrology, to actually figure out your origins. So have fun communicating with the star nations. They're very ancient and wise. They bring you potential and secrets beyond your wildest dreams, and I've experienced them and helped people experience this over, as I say, around 30 or 40 years. So they are the timelessness of the cosmos in you. So I'm really looking forward to doing this with you. One last practice is you can close your eyes with me. Simply allow yourself to rest back for a moment. Every single opportunity we have in life is an opportunity to connect to that star, to the potential of the star. We're all born of the stuff of stars. Take your awareness down and drop it right into your root center, your root chakra. Imagine a star there, feel a star there. Now slowly, on the inhalation, so this is just one breath, slowly draw that star from the root center up through the sacral center, the navel center. So draw it up with the breath, all the way up through the heart, all the way up through the throat, all the way up through the brain, the pineal gland, and straight up and into the crown. Pause there for a moment. Open your crown to the heavens above. You might get guides, you might get guidance right this moment. You might open to contact with your Star Nation family. And then as you exhale, let this star, like a waterfall, like a torrent of energy, flow down through the sushumna, through the inner astral spine. Let it flow down over your back. So now over the back of the head, the back of the neck, the back of your heart, the back of your navel, the back of your sacral, right down to your root. Then just gently open your eyes. Open your eyes as that star being that you are. You have literally the light of the stars in you, and you are born of the stars. So thank you truly for the deep honor and presence of your company. And we're a collective, right? We're a family. We're doing this as one world. We're doing this as one love. You're all truly connected, and we're all in this love together. So do come and join me, Zenka, and many others on Contact 100. It is my absolute pleasure and blessing and honor to know you. And I look forward to connecting you with your star nations, because it's your wisdom. Okay. Thank you very much. Such a deep honor.
Amazing. The honor is ours. Thank you, Altair. Also, I'm dropping the link into the chat box. So go check the contact100.org and sign up, because that is an experience that's gonna just, for the lack of a better word, out of this world. All right. So thank you, Altair. And everybody who's gonna speak, have ready your links, because we're gonna pop them in the chat, and also I'm gonna pop them in the other channels. So have that. For our next speaker, Suzanne Ross, not Shatzer, not yet. Suzanne Ross, I was told if you would like to be the next one. The floor is yours.
Bless you. Thank you. I so appreciate it. Zenka was kind enough to invite me to come on and just give a shout out for my Sedona Ascension Retreat that's happening here in just a month now, March 17th through 19th. It's a 3-day collective of the spiritual community, all coming together to share our love and light, to pour our love into the ley lines of Mother Earth, to spread it around the globe. Of course, we have many beautiful keynote speakers: William Henry, Paul Selig, Matt Kahn, Billy Carson, Maureen St. Germain, Suzanne Wilson, Alan Steinfeld, the Her Talks, and many, many more. Not only will we have presentations on the main stage in this beautiful Sedona Performing Arts Theater, but we'll also have over a dozen workshops hosted by some of those presenters and others, as well as outdoor journeys into Sedona's sacred vortex sites. So shuttles will actually come and take people out to these incredible vortex sites in Sedona and guide them in spiritual practices. Of course, there'll be a lot of retail and food vendors. A highlight of the event is the George Norrie live show. So George Norrie, popular host of Coast to Coast Radio and Beyond Belief on Gaia TV, is going to give a 3-hour, very entertaining live show on Saturday night from 5 to 8. He's going to have Billy Carson as a guest, also Dr. Sky and the UFO guy, John Polk. And then he'll have an interdimensional adventures guest panel. He also sings. So George is going to sing along with the jazz band to entertain us. Also on Sunday, Deb Giusti is going to host an Ascension panel with many people like Kimberly Meredith, Maureen St. Germain, Vivian Chavot, and myself. So do please join us for this 3-day multifaceted event in Sedona. Of course, here we are in the powerful spiraling vortex of beautiful, magical, mystical Sedona. Just visit SedonaAscensionRetreats.com, and you're welcome to use the coupon code Ascension10. And if anyone here on the call is interested in coming, email me at Suzanne@SuzanneRossTranscendence.com. I hope you'll join us, and we look forward to seeing you in Sedona. Mwah. Many blessings. Namaste.
Awesome. Awesome. Okay, whoa, 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 whoa. First of all, you're just making me feel so bad that I'm not in Sedona right now to be there. So awesome. Do you have the links for the
I do, and I'll share it in the chat room right now.
Please do so. I'm gonna check it
Thank
myself.
you.
So thank you. So thank you, Susan. Thank you. Thank you for the link. Please go check the Sedona Ascension Retreat.com and see everything that she has to offer. Something is telling me it's amazing. So who is next? For those who might know me know that I'm very patient. I can just wait.
I can go next if you'd like.
Sylvain, go ahead.
Yeah. So my name is Sylvain Rochon. I am the one of the founders of the Alliance for Extraterrestrial Diplomatic Contact. The mandate of the Alliance is essentially to ensure that we have an official diplomatic mission capable embassy for ETs on Earth. That is the mandate, and it's a little complicated, but just in a nutshell, what's required is for an existing nation to provide extraterritorial land for the embassy, and there's a need that's not an absolute, but a need for the United Nations to recognize such an embassy as well, which means there's a requirement to create an optional protocol of the Vienna Convention for Diplomatic Relations. So these are official, recognized entities and documents and contracts with all nations of the planet that recognizes diplomatic missions with foreign nations. And the reason for all this, all these shenanigans, really, is we need to follow the rules of man to have the leaders of the planet recognize such an institution, and in that process, it prepares all the nations at all levels with the prospect of an official visitation and contact that is open, mediatized, like everywhere. And we've made a lot of progress. We are a collection of organizations, like we gather like supporting organization. We have like 21 organizations that are supporters, 700,000 supporting individuals of the project. We've been actively talking with governments since 2019, with half a dozen nations still in conversation with us, with the prospect of providing the extraterritoriality. And we continuously gather other organizations that want to support this initiative. We are now over 30 volunteers on all continents except for South America. We don't have any volunteers there, working on connecting with organizations of different levels of fame and repute that also wish this to occur. And some of them are UFO research groups, some of them are exopolitics groups, some of them are more metaphysical. We accept basically everyone. And in our timeline right now where we are, we have raised $50 million US for the construction of the embassy itself. And we have blueprints and plans and a city planning team with architects already that created all the necessary blueprints for it. And we have a lot of discussions with the developers, because there's a requirement to do construction supporting infrastructure around the embassy proper, as well as a touristic outcomes and condominiums and things like that is required for such an embassy. So we plan on that. We're organizing on that as a volunteer organization. And more recently, what's been interesting is that we've had an interesting connection specifically with the country of Zambia in Africa, through one of our new partners, who are working on a project that to encourage the creation of a world government and a restructuring of how we all play together as nations and groups. And they are excited about our project, and they're already are on a path to create a smart city in Zambia which would potentially include the embassy proper on the authority of the Zambian government. And this organization is called the Kingdom of Atlantis. You may have heard of them from a long time ago, and it seems like they're making headway with the government of Zambia. So we are supporting them in their efforts so that we can potentially build the embassy in Zambia. It really depends on the government officials, not on the Kingdom of Atlantis. So we continue our work, and by the end of this year, we believe one of the nations we're talking to will officially, like through mass media, announce the establishment of an ET embassy on their soil. And the years after that, if you go to our website, which I will post in a second, you can see there's it triggers the construction process, feasibility studies for the land, and all these construction requirements according to law in most nations. And the embassy should be open by 2030, using the natural rhythm of things and fundraising and whatnot. Because the $50 million sounds like a lot of money. It's probably enough to build most of the embassy proper, but you need the infrastructure around it, which requires funding from the government and developing money. But our team is designed for this, so we are developing it. So those are the news. I'm here every month, so I don't want to extend further. However, I do want to invite people here that are leading organizations. If you wish to support us, it's a question of being advertised on our website and openly supporting our project. We can just apply a logo and promote you in our newsletters and whatever else, and we add you to our discussions with politicians that are always interested to seeing, well, how many people are supporting this? How many organizations? Where are they? So it adds clout in our discussions with politicians, because that's what they care about. And we create opportunities for organizations that are supporting us by attaching them to the project and inviting them to be actively operating with us. So that's it for now. I'm going to just post the link, and you can PM me if you want to have further discussions in one-on-one.
Excellent, Sylvain. Thank you. Also, remember, you have a contact, a link where people can contact you and also support you. Make sure you post it. But thank you. It sounds like you're doing hard, important work there. My respect to you. Much power to you. So tell me, who will be the next? Babaji, would you like to be the next?
Well, I don't know if I have anything that you want to hear. I think it's a great idea to maybe have an assembly for contact. If they want to make contact and they want to, find a group here on Earth that's ready, it would be nice to be part of that group. However, I feel that humans aren't ready to make contact with each other at this point. And I think they need to work on their communications. I think they need to work on themselves. I think they have to get ready before they can expect to make contact with people from, outside the planet. I can't really make contact with any of you. And I've been trying for years and years and years. I believe myself to be an ET. I'm one of them. And I'd like to think that I was one of you, but I'm having a hard time getting you to realize it. We want very much to communicate with you. I happen to be in a human body, but that doesn't make me human. And I think many of you are probably in the same condition that I'm in. We're just visiting the planet. We're not, our origin, maybe the body was originated here, but I think our spirit is from out there somewhere. I don't even like to say, Orion's belt or the planet Uranus. I think that we are so far out there that we don't care where we came from, but we know that we're here. And I'm here trying to help you. And I'm really glad to be here. And I want to thank you so much for letting me address this issue. If you want to know anything more about us, I would be glad to help you. The human being is sort of like a body. It's a vehicle, but it's not who we are. And in order for you to figure out who you are, you have to forget about being human. You have to let go of all your human nonsense. My God, we've got a war in Ukraine. I can't believe we're in the 21st century. We're still fighting. And you want to talk to these ETs? Come on. I heard they even shot down something, yesterday they say they shot 2 or 3. Come on, this is too crazy. The ETs are not going to come here until we settle down. So that's it. They told me in 1969 that they're going to visit and they're going to take me with them. And I'm ready to go. So if any of you want to join me, it'd be nice if you could set up a landing platform so that at least they'll have a place to come. And while I'm on the subject, I actually went to Vandenberg and told them that my ET friends are ready to visit, and I'm asking them if it would be okay. And guess what they told me? They told me to go to Elon Musk. And they said if Musk said it's okay, it's fine with them. So that's where we're at on this. If that helps you at all, the ETs are ready to join us, but they have to have, a place to come without being assaulted. So that should be the issue, not a place to talk. Let's just have a place for them to come where they won't get shot out of the sky. I think they're going to come and rescue us. They told me there was going to be a catastrophe. The first question I asked them was, are we going to blow ourselves up? They said no. They said there would be a natural catastrophe. And if you want to go online and look for that, I think you can find a lot of evidence of the fact that the polar shift is the real shift we need to be concerned about. This planet's going to flip and everybody's going to get wet. And if you want to come with me and get out of here during the process, hey, you are more than welcome. Thank you so much. I love you all. Namaste. You can contact me. Yes, I'm watching you. Susan, I got you on. Yes. I love you so much. Wow. I just want to come and hug you. So maybe somehow, yes. Somehow we'll just get off the planet while there's still time and let it go through its changes. And we can come back like Adam and Eve and start all over again, because I think that's the future. God bless us all. Thank you. Namaste.
Thank you, Babaji. Thank you. I know, right? Susan just seems that person that you see, you want to hug. So thank you for that. Also, something that you said that really intrigued my curiosity is and I think it's true. We as humans, we need to learn how to better communicate. As a coach and a NLP practitioner and master and trainer, I specialize in communication. And the more I learn about communication, the less I think we actually know what's that. So thank you for that. Thank you for your reflection. So for the next one, I want to call on to Susan Shatzer. Now, Susan is a 14-time, can you imagine, 14-time #1 international award-winning best-selling author. Wow. And the executive producer and host of the Webby-nominated global TV series, Unlocking Your Limitless Life. Now, I can tell you on and on and on about Susan, but I'm going to leave that honor to herself. Thank you for being here, Susan.
Thank you so much. This is my first time here, and just watching all of you is like an incredible uplift to my spirit. So I've been working with Zenka on her being a founding member of her 100 in her science lab. And this is my first time. And I'm not a detailed person. I'm somebody who plays, better in the quantum area, and this whole 3D, link thing has me frazzled. But what I've been able to do is I am able to pop into people's realities and take a look at what their block, lock, and stop is. I can eliminate it, and then I can go back through all time, space, place, dimensions, realities, universes, and collapse that. As well as a lot of people have star families, star teams that are part of their healing team. So I coordinate with them on the healing of the individual, which has been a really new aspect to my healing modality. So Zenka was so excited. She said, look, we have to have you on. So this Saturday, I'm going to be on. It's called Instant Healing. It's going to be a live audience participation. So everybody who's there live can raise their hand and talk about whatever problems are happening. And I like to facilitate just on the fly. I don't know. For me, people don't care about what you know. They just care about how they feel. So I'm here to help people feel better. So I think I popped the links up there, and then I'm not sure what else. If you have any questions for me, maybe we could, I don't know, whatever you'd like to do. This is my first time.
You're doing great. Thank you. So for all of you, I just popped the link in the chat.
Okay,
That's the
great.
connection call we're going to have this Saturday. And right after the connection call, we're going to have Susan and her incredible workshop. So
Yeah,
where were you?
people.
Right after the connection call, we're going to have Susan and her incredible. Oh, look who's here. Look who shows up. All right. What are you saying, Susan?
No, I think, did someone have a question? I saw someone raising a hand. Oh yeah.
Yes.
Is it possible to have instant healing with you? Is that possible?
Yes.
In a group setting like that?
Mm-hmm. We're all energy and we're not disconnected.
I'm in, baby.
Okay, that was just the most genuine love and reaction I ever seen so far. I'm in, baby.
What time Saturday?
It's 12 o'clock Eastern time. You know what? I think we have it in the chat. I don't know. Did I send it to you?
Yeah, you can go to lightnet.org/hangout to sign up for the Zoom.
Sancta!
I know, I just got off my
You saved me.
I know, I just got off the cosmic
No,
conversation.
that's okay. I sent it to Captain Abram.
I'm on it. Wow, that's the first time somebody called me Abram. I like it.
Add him, Abraham. Add him,
Close,
Abraham.
you're close. You're
It's the
close.
A. I give partial credit.
Partial. As a joke, I tell people is, you know, when you order a pizza and you want them to add ham, you're asking for me. And everything tastes better when you add ham.
That's a great way to remember that. See, I will never forget now.
So I'm
Okay,
just popping
here-
up the link, the schedule into the chat. And it's Saturday, February 18 at 9 a.m. EST, which is 12 Eastern time, just like you said.
Yes, I think.
Yes, excellent. And also Susan pop in the Zoom room. Good.
Do I have links? Do you put in links of your like social medias?
Yes, please. Please, everybody, just put your link of how people can contact you, work with you, support you. Just pop it out in there.
Okay, any other questions I can answer?
Yes,
before
please.
the next?
Anyone else have a question for Susan?
Okay. Well, thanks. I look forward to meeting you on Saturday. And until then, bye.
I'm gonna be there myself, so I can't wait for that. Excellent. So who is next?
I guess I'll go just for the heck of it, unless somebody else wants to.
Take it.
All right. Well, I don't have a whole lot to say. I mean, most of you know by now I'm a Pleiadian walk-in. Altair helped me a lot. I mean, my manifestation has been really confused for a long time, and like now, my channel to the home world is open a lot stronger. Like I've been getting a lot of stuff lately, and that's Altair is no joke. That's pretty cool. Other than that, I've been doing okay. I mean, things have been moving along. Not a heck of a lot to report, really. That behind me there is a Babylon 5 screenshot. Those are Black Omega fighters. They're supposed to have like Cyclops in them, but that means nothing if you haven't seen the show. Like, Oh, that's it, guys. I don't have a whole lot to talk about tonight.
Thank you, Bex. Thank you. All right. So who else? Let me see. Let me put you guys in gallery. Hey, how about you just properly welcome Zenka? She just joined us today.
Hi,
Happy
hi.
I actually got to see you.
Hey, everyone. Yeah, thanks for joining this EXO consortium call. This is a chance for different organizations to share their news, conferences they're doing, courses, classes. We want to really model collaboration and cooperation. We've had a world of competition, and this is a chance where LightNet connects with all the different organizations that are doing incredible work. And this is our chance to get that news out, to synchronize our efforts and really and do great things. So we just got back from Conscious Life Expo. There were so many different organizations there. There were so many different collaborations that were birthed out of that conferences, and conferences are so good because of that. So yeah, thank you so much, Adham, for stepping in at the last minute to run the ship. You know, we are so impressed with your breakthrough coaching. People have just really benefited from it, and I can tell that you're in your dharma. You are in your highest path. When I'm in your coaching, I'm like, wow, this guy is a world-class coach, and this is what he's supposed to do. So I super appreciate it. I see Altair on the call too. I see Paul Heineck. Thank you guys for being here. You know, we're just so blessed to be working with you and having you in our life. And Sylvain is here. Sylvain, I have big news. I want to say that, I interviewed Steve Bassett, who is called the UFO lobbyist. And he said that everything's getting really close, and we're going to be announcing a collaboration. You know, we always complaining to the world about what we don't like and what we, wish would happen, but we forget to honor the people who've showed up and done that thing. And there's been courageous people within Congress and within the press who have stepped out and said, hey, wait a minute, let's get this information. We paid for it. Like, let's do this. And so we're going to be starting a list at LightNet. We're actually looking for volunteers for this project to help us. So he's identified all of the people in Congress who have signed bills, who have put bills forward, who have spoken out to get the information. And we're going to thank them on Twitter. So we're going to spend our time on social media and send them thank you. This is a bipartisan issue. And a lot of, 90% of Americans, he said, believe that the government isn't telling the truth about this. So it's just part of this whole, shedding the light on our own lives, shedding the light on what we've got so we can really go forward. I mean, LightNet's really about what's next and what's going forward. He said two other things. Number one, disclosure is going to happen when a head of state declares in a State of Union or some public speech, the head of state of some country says, yes, we've had contact. It's been happening since the 60s or even millennial, right? As Altair would say, since the Hopis and the Vedics and all that, right? That it is happening, that it has happened, that we have been doing this. And then he said there will be a period of open contact. And open contact is where they will be here on Earth with us, and we will be meeting with them. And he said that they'll probably be in containment areas at first, and then they'll be mixing in with us. So he's saying this is 2025 to 2027. So you guys, this is happening now. Everybody wants this. The governments are all coming out with this. It's safe for everyone to come down. So Sylvain, I don't know if you've gone yet, but your work is so important because it's needed right now. We gotta start building. Did you go yet, Sylvain? Okay, yeah, come down. Adham, can you focus on Sylvain?
Yes.
Okay, awesome.
Yeah, and I haven't gone down right now. As you know, I'm located in Thailand now, so and I have a business and other things to run. So traveling for certain things can become a bit of a challenge, but for sure, we have others like like the president, for example, is in Mexico and Canada. So it may not be me, but it may be somebody else, another founder of the Alliance that would go. And we have member organizations like yourself that can participate. We are a network of volunteers and have 30 volunteers all over the world that can help out doing all sorts of things. And lovely what you do, as always, Zenka. You're always a star in the sky for everybody. And bring these opportunities. Steve Bassett, I know they're aware of us as well, and we can push along and support the good work that you've started, and the work from Steve and some of the others. We are meant to push out the information to all of our supporting organization, and eventually, just like you suspect, and you've seen Steve talk, these countries are. Like in private, when they speak to us, the government officials agree with us. They just can't say it publicly for all sorts of reasons that are systemic, right? But there's a right time which is coming when it would be politically not suicide to actually reveal and do these meetings, and we're just preparing the groundwork to actually for this to happen. And then I'm hoping there could be a governance change that doesn't create these dynamics of secrecy and protectionism of career and things like that, where we can all be open with each other about what's really going on. But that's probably a little bit later. But the timeline's correct. Like we expect these things to be revealed starting perhaps this year in a more of a diplomatic way, but there is going to be an escalation of revelations and activity surrounding ET Embassy, definitely.
If you want to move your head a little bit so people can see the embassy behind you, Sylvain has showed the embassy before. It's absolutely beautiful, the way it's designed and the way it works. And this is the reality that we're creating and that we want to welcome in. So in Altair, when we're doing this Contact 100, we are truly the ambassadors, and really, the citizens it's not the military that's the rightful ambassador here. It's the people, so we expect you guys to be leaders in our best future. And we're glad that Altair is here to train us up to do that. So Paul, have you gone yet? We can't hear you.
Gone where?
Did you present
No, I haven't. Hi everybody. Hi Zenka. It's super red in here, I see. That's okay. Long time no talk, Zenka, maybe 4 hours, 5 hours. Yeah, I was at Conscious Life Expo also. Had an amazing time there this year. Spoke about UFOs, which is my jam. Hello, Sylvain. And I talked about what I think is an underlying consciousness substrate below UFOs, aliens, ghosts, dream visitors, etc., where they can instantiate in different forms, perhaps, and also ways that experiencers of different types can provide objective evidence that would sway scientists. So I'm developing a protocol to classify evidence, like my father did for UFO sightings, like Close Encounters, and also to provide compelling evidence that is compatible with science. Now, a lot of experiencers don't care about what scientists say, but others do. So I want to create a protocol for that and inculcate it into various experiencer communities. At Conscious Life Expo, to your point, Zenka, about meeting people, as you know, as I told you today, I'm going to work with the Monroe Institute, which I'm just tickled pink about. And after this call, I'm going to put on my headphones and listen to some more of their super cool music that they just sent me. As for Steve Bassett, he's a friend of mine. I was on a panel with him at the show, and we haven't really announced much of it yet, but we're both partners in a new entity called Disclosure Wire, which works with Danny Sheehan, who is sort of the people's advocate for UFOs. he helped draft the bill that the government passed on December 23rd, forcing them to ostensibly forcing them to release all the information that they have. And he's creating a nonprofit to be the watchdog to make sure that they adhere to all of the various clauses and timeframes, and also provide legal cover for anybody in the government who chooses to come forward and needs to be legally represented. We are partnering with them in this entity called Disclosure Wire, such that we can broadly disseminate the information from the government. So it's a very exciting time, and happy to be here.
Thanks so much, Paul. Congratulations on your new position at the Monroe Institute. Your father would be proud looking down now to know that you are carrying on his footsteps here, and we're getting so close to the big reveal. So congratulations. And thanks for all the support you've given LightNet over the years and advice. And we really, really appreciate it, Paul. Yeah. Is there anybody else that hasn't gone that wants to share information about their organization, projects they're doing, volunteers they need, conferences they're doing, classes they're teaching? We would love to have you come up at this time. You can just raise your hand. Okay, great, Lori. Adham's going to go ahead and spotlight you. Awesome. Oh, but we can't hear you.
Hi, Lori. We love to hear you, but I think
Sorry.
there you go.
Double muted. Okay, sorry. Yeah, I'm kind
Good
of
to see you again, Lori.
Oh yeah, you too. I am so ready for our radio class tomorrow. Just let me preface with saying that. Can't wait to hear about everything that happened. So what was it? I'm sorry, I got so distracted. I'll just start with, I do have a business. I do read tarot. I do spiritual, like energy healing, like distance. I don't have it really focused as of yet, but I'm working on that right now. So that's going to be really awesome. And I'm really sorry I've got to bow out right now because I can't remember what I was going to say. Just give me a minute and I'll gather my thoughts. Okay.
No problem, Lori. You know, we love having you as part of the LightNet volunteer team. And I know you're part of a couple different teams this season. And I love that you're on Alignable and getting your life going for doing readings, because this is what is needed right now. You know, we have the healthcare, we have mental health care, but we don't have spiritual health care. We can't hear you, Lori. I think your mic is off again. Can you check your mic? Okay, you're checking it. Okay. Yeah. So again, you know, you guys may be in a position in your lives where you're working a job and you crave to do that. You know, you crave to be a healer or step into your higher purpose. And this is what it looks like. It's not always, you know, easy at first, but it's just little by little, and getting the word out and getting a website up. I know Lori's putting her stuff up on Alignable. So that's really great. While she's taking the call here, is there any final person that wants to share a project or a workshop that they're doing at this time? All right. So if you would like to present next month, we do this once a month on the third Saturdays. You can email us at team@lightnet.org, and we will send you the Zoom link to participate as a presenter. And we look forward to seeing you this Saturday for our community connection call, as we probably talked about, lightnet.org/connection. We put you in small groups of 3. This is a chance to meet someone new. We always have these weird synchronicities that happen in the Zoom where people are like, I can't match that person. This is just the person I needed to meet. So we really try to provide that to you guys to get to know each other. And then after, Susan is going to be doing her live workshop. So we have about 20 or so spaces left in the Altair 100 experiment. As you've met him, he is an extraordinary person that we have in our field right now. And this is our chance to really learn from him and become a bigger, better, more connected version of ourselves in this world. So Cherie, did you have something to say that you wanted to add? Or I didn't know if you had your hand up.
Yes.
Okay.
I'm Cher, and I am new with this, with the light net, and I am just so enthused and so excited about it. I'm an animal communicator, and I talk to the ETs and I talk to spirits.
Can you spotlight her real quick? Or, oh, there we go. Perfect. Okay, perfect. Go ahead. Sorry.
So I am just so excited about being part of the light net work and all of the people that we get to see and talk to. And of course, I'm totally right-brained, so I have challenges with technology, but you all have made it so simple that I can do this. So I'm just very honored and pleased to be part of everything that you all open up to the public.
Oh, well, thank you so much. You know, LightNet has taken on a life of its own, and it's no longer anyone's project. It's our project, and it's like a little thing of Legos. Like, we just started the Levitation Curiosity Lab with a volunteer that came in. I mean, it's just starting to form, you know. Yeah, and so this is whatever we, you know, this is our chance to really showcase our curiosity and what is possible and get some data down, and then also invite new people into it. So thank you for your energy. You seem like you have great positive energy, and that's what we're here to provide for the world. So thanks for being involved with us, and
Blessings.
Yeah, we feel blessed. So thank you everyone for being here tonight. Thank you to our broadcast partner, New Realities. You know, Alan really pulled out some big stops at Conscious Life Expo and got us some incredible interviews with George Norrie, Steve Bassett, Linda Moulton Howe, Isaac Kennedy. So all these people are going to be coming to Unlimited, coming to this platform. If you can like and subscribe to this channel wherever you're watching, we would love that. It does help. And we look forward to seeing you in another time soon. So have a great night, everyone. And thank you so much, Captain Adham, for stepping in tonight. You're amazing. Good night, everybody.
Thank you, Zenka. Thank you, everybody. Have a good one.
Good night, Zenka. Did you have a fun time at the conference? Oh, well, she's gone.
Bye, everyone. See you soon.